Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be having a big old catch up and also getting ready together because me and Stone are going out for a little date tonight, and I wanted to take you through the bits that have really helped me get on top of my hair care game because the hair was struggling. I posted a story talking about how much the broken bits at the front have grown, and a few of you guys wanted to know what I've been doing, so I thought I'd put it together in a YouTube video, and so we're gonna get ready together. Gosh, it has been a while since I was last on here with you guys, and I was really unsure as to where to start back. I've been taking content over the weeks and I've just never edited something and put it out there because when I got around to editing it, it was just a bit of an overwhelming task because everything that I've been shooting has been a bit complex and I do want to get around to editing and uploading them. But I thought that a really easy way to start back in would be to sit down with you all and do a little beauty faves update, because who doesn't love that? I had a bit of a mental block with even my Instagram recently, and I posted a poll on my stories asking what you guys would like to see first and whether it would be running, training content, or if you just want to know what I've been up to. And the verdict was what I've been up to. And then I posted another story about my hair transformation journey that I've been on recently, and I just feel like I've been on a lot of journeys recently, which has maybe been why it's just felt a bit too much to edit and upload things when I'm trying to figure things out myself. Kudos to the people that do manage to do that. I do not know how you do it. But I thought that we could talk through what I've been doing with my hair, how I've been improving this, my training. I'll take you through my faves. We've got them all here because I need to get ready because me and Stone are going out on a double date tonight, which I'm really excited about. And even that is something that I'm trying to incorporate into life a bit more. I'm trying to be a bit more well balanced because I realized that fitness had really taken over my life, and fitness is a huge part of my life. But I feel like I do still struggle with losing my identity a little bit in fitness. I get very obsessed with it and I really want these goals for myself and I'm willing to work hard and train hard, but actually there's a lot of things in my life that I love that I sacrifice for that, and I've decided and realized that they are things that I do want to make sure are part of my week to week, month to month, day to day even. And so I'm trying to bring them back in while still being a fitness girly. You know, we don't all need to be conquering the world and running 6 marathons a week. So we can have a little chat about that. I don't really know where to start with it all. I've also got another drink. We've just made ourselves a little revival peach iced tea, code Lauren K if you want to get some. These are so good. I did a 10k race last night. 7 p.m. start is late, and then by the time I get home it's like 8:30. I need a bit of food. I'm also trying to wind down. I don't know, you don't want to drink a load of water just before bed, else you're up all night. So I thought I'll save it for today. So now I'm trying to get all the hydration I can in, but Revival electrolytes are the one. We're double parked. To talk firstly about the hair journey, I'll try insert some clips in. You can see I am a blonde. My hair colour is actually brown. So that firstly is something that's not very great for my hair, but I'll have to insert some clips in of what my hair was like before, because when you're into your fitness, you're washing your hair a lot, you're sweating a lot, my scalp gets really wet. I recently was advised to make sure my scalp is dry. So we're gonna start there before we get on with makeup, but I just wanted to show you where we're up to because I will do another update of this. But basically, a lot of my hair was snapping because of the way that I was gelling it and the way that I was wearing it every day. And I still do wear it up like that, but the combination of bleaching and tying wasn't great. And it's something that I got to the point where I was like, no, something needs to be done about this. But I'm hoping that if you give me a couple more months, this bad boy here, she is the shortest one. Can we see her? Let me come closer. This is the shortest one. It's down to the nose at the moment. When it gets down to the chin, I said to Stone, that is the sign that it's time for him to propose, because it has been 10 years and he hasn't purely been waiting for this hair to hit my chin, but it's good motivation for me at least. He's got my nails done as well. Please just ignore that. That is where we want to get to, the chin, but currently we're at the nose. So that's an update there, but we're gonna start by drying the scalp, because that's one thing that has been helping a lot. And I've been using heat protectant every single time I do anything with my hair. This OGX hair protectant has been wonderful. We start with that. So we're doing the procedure that I would do if we're drying my hair. Sometimes I will let it air dry. I'm a big fan of Wow Colour, and these two are my faves. So this is a leave-in strengthening treatment, the Dream Cocktail Kale infused with the green stripe. I don't know if I put too much in there, but I make sure that I put it on these front bits. And then I'll go in with this bad boy, which basically just stops your hair from being frizzy. This is the Dream Coat Supernatural Spray, magically transforms texture, amazing humidity proofing powers. I've also tried to be slower when doing my hair, and I've transitioned to using one of these Tangle teaser brushes. This one's just from Primark, rather than using harsh brushes, just to be really careful, because I've always had thick hair. So I feel like I've been a bit careless with it, especially growing up as a dancer, that constantly ragging it back, but I've been trying to just be a bit more gentle rather than rushing and ending up with broken hair, which is what we don't want. So that's heat protectant, breakage protectant, and frizz protectant. Hair is done. I've just tried to style the front bits, but this is what I mean. They are just a little bit dead. Maybe this would have been a better way to show you guys. So it's about down to the nose. You want to get it down to the chin. It's basically a mini fringe. We'll call it a hybrid fringe. It was completely unintentional. We didn't want her there, but I feel like you can't see it too much. But the goal is down to the chin. But that is the hair stuff. In terms of the other bits that I use on my hair that have been helping a lot are the Eco Gel. So I've transitioned from using a harsh gel to a water-based gel, just because if you are a gym girl, you are gonna still have to tie your hair up, so using a softer gel is better. And this is the rosemary mint oil one, which is really nice. And then this was the old one I was using, so maybe just stay away from the extra strength gels, because they will rip your hair out. I do still have it. I probably will use it at some point, like for a race if I really want to slick the hair back, but very rarely. And then I also day to day will put in a oil. So I'm not going to put one in now just because I've used all the product on my hair, but if my hair's ever feeling a bit dry, I'll just stick a little bit of oil in, and this is the OGX Moroccan oil, which I'm a big fan of. So I think in general, OGX and Wow Colour are definitely the ones that I'm using the most of. I've also got the Wow Colour hairspray, which is a really nice hairspray, and I'd say they're my go-to brands. And I use the OGX shampoo and conditioner as well. I use the blue one, which I believe is the Moroccan oil one, but any of them are really good. Before we move on to skincare, because I do feel like I have been good at skincare for a while, I wanted to show you the water flosser that I've been using. Now, I'm taking better care of my teeth as well. I just had a moment where I felt like I was starting to feel like I was aging. I don't know what it was, but I think the stresses of life just were getting to me, and I thought that I had gum disease. I basically started taking iron supplements, and my gums started to bleed when I was brushing my teeth. Shock, I stopped taking them and my gums stopped bleeding. I thought though I needed to be flossing my teeth, which I do, and I do still floss, but I did get into a really good habit with flossing. Now I just do it when I need to do it, but I thought, oh my God, what is happening to me? But it was just because I was taking iron supplements and they were not good for me. My stomach was bloated. Iron supplements are not the one for me. But she is a new habit. And then in terms of skincare, just before I start doing my usual routine, I just wanted to say I've already washed and cleansed with the Paula's Choice Optimal Results Hydrating Cleanser. I actually need another one of these. but we've already gone in with that. And then next thing that we go in with is Shock, the exfoliant by Paula's Choice, because that one's not changed. We're still on this one. She is here to stay, and this is my favorite product for glowy skin. So just spreading her around. I have quite porous skin, especially around my nose, so that's where I like to concentrate it. And then down the neck, but getting it on the forehead makes you shine, which is good. Then more Paula's Choice. God, I'm a real loyal brand person. So we've got the vitamin C serum and the Essential Glow moisturizer. So I'm gonna put the serum on first, and then we're gonna go in with the Essential Glow. Vitamin C is just to keep the skin tone even, which is what we want, especially in the summer when it's so sunny. And then lastly, some SPF, because we're going to be putting on SPF. Voila, sorted. Time for the makeup. Oh God. So I'm starting to realize hair for me seems to be Colour Wow and OGX. For skincare, it's Paula's Choice. And then for makeup, it is Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm gonna pop on the Hollywood Flawless filter, and I might actually pop on a bit of this NARS foundation. I've not ever had a Charlotte Tilbury foundation, so maybe that's the next thing I need to try. But God, I want a bit of foundation because we're going out for a double date. Got things I need to be doing. But I'm not gonna explain what I'm doing here with my makeup. I'll just show you what I'm using. But in short, I've missed YouTube. If you guys like this kind of thing, then do let me know, because I am absolutely no pro. I'm just a girl who does her makeup sometimes, and she is pretty basic with her makeup. We've got the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. Let's get these done. One of my friends is like, Lauren, you need to be staying on top of your nail schedule if you're expecting Stone to propose. Because the thing is, if it happened and you had horrible nails, you would just have to accept the ring, take a quick pic, and then head straight to a salon for a little appointment together and get the nails done, and then take pictures, because you can't be having bad nails in your proposal pics. I know that sounds so superficial, but that's an important day, and we want to share that with the world, we want to share that with everyone, and I kind of agree. So at least we know we've got that as a backup option if he does catch me on a bad week. The nails are really hanging on for dear life right now. It's quite bad. This is the Beautiful Skin Sun Kissed Glow Bronzer. Big fan. Got my sister on that too, and she was a big fan. It's like a creamy bronzer. I just love a creamy makeup product. I'm really not about the powders. I love how I'm telling you guys that Stone's about to propose as well, when the poor guy, I mean, I have been putting the pressure on him a little bit. I have really had a right transformation in the past weeks and months. I was at a point where I was like, oh my God, I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like I'm just so stressed all the time. I am constantly scrabbling to get things done. I felt very out of control with everything. I didn't really know what I really wanted to focus on as my number one, and I am very fortunate to have multiple things on the go. Also, this is the Beauty Light Wand in Pink Chasm, and I think for me, something that I was struggling with is almost the option of having so many options. And when you do work in socials, work isn't directly paid for. You have to make the choices so that you are doing something that you do want to do. And so I just was getting myself into a bit of a stressed situation. And I am an online coach, and I've got that always running in the background. But I think I've just come back to the point where I miss doing socials and being on here and using this to create a bigger community. And community is definitely at the heart of everything that I do, and I just want to have the sickest, biggest community and help so many women just feel good, look good, feel so confident in themselves, move well, and just be happy, because at the end of the day, all that everyone wants is to be happy, and that is what I want to help people with, basically, through fitness, because I really think that fitness did elevate my own happiness levels, and it brought me a lot of happiness in my life, though I do think I maybe have taken it the other way at some points and taken fitness a bit too far. So now I'm just in this happy middle ground, enjoying life. And that's something that I think needs to be spoken about a bit more, is the fact that I think there are a lot of people, especially women and men, there are a lot of people that are doing a lot of training now, and it's great, but I don't think you hear about the other side of it. I think if that is where you want to spend all your time, great, but it definitely meant that I had to give up a lot of other things in my life, and now I'm just trying to build them back in and make sure that I manage my time in a way that works for me, because this whole message about being consistent, you have time to get all this done, and you do have time, but you only have a certain amount of energy, and also you only have a certain amount of time, and you've got to pick how you spend that time. And just because someone makes you feel guilty on social media for choosing to maybe go on a walk instead of going on a 6-mile run, if you'd rather go on that walk, then go on the walk, and don't feel bad that you've not, like, you know, ran a marathon. Or I just think everyone is so different, and movement is such an important thing, and it doesn't need to look one way, and it's important to just stay in tune with movement that is aligned with your priorities, basically. And that's something that is important to not lose. And it's great to be influenced by people on social media, but we don't need to be doing hard things to be worthy. We can be doing anything that we want to do. Like, we don't have to do anything to be worth anything. Like, we are completely worthy in ourselves, just existing. You are so worthy and loved. But I think there's a lot of messaging, and it's something that I have reflected on a lot. For me, I train because I love training, and I just have to be mindful that I don't take it too far the wrong way, and it become like almost obsession, addiction situation, because I think that's the way that it's going for a lot of people, and it can mean that, you know, cause relationships to break down. It can cause negative things like any addiction can, and you know, it is so positive for some people, but I think for other people, the community side of fitness is obviously amazing. And where I live, there's definitely a lot of great communities, but you want to feel that you are accepted and loved no matter what. And at the end of the day, we do all of this to be happy, and it's important that you're not, you know, too far the other way and running yourself into the ground, because you need to be running marathons every weekend to be considered a runner, like, or you don't have to be doing high rocks races to be considered a fit person. Like, it's important to just do your fitness in whichever way feels best and most right to you. So I'm so bad at doing my eyebrows. But anyway, this is the Rimmel London Brow This Way Fill and Sculpt Eyebrow Definer, and I think we're done. I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Definer, but we save her for special occasions because she runs out so fast. So this one's pretty good though. It's just a bit fatter. And that is me. I'm not gonna put on my setting spray because the day is basically over. We're literally just going out for dinner. But yeah, I just wanted to share some thoughts with you, and I don't know if that made sense, but it is something that I've been personally reflecting on. I've definitely taken fitness a bit too far, lost myself in it a little bit, though I don't regret anything that I've done. I'm just pulling myself back in and trying to make sure that I have time for the things that are most important for me in my life, which is my friends, my family, and I want a bit more time to create content, because that's something that's really taken the backseat. Because if you're out there running for 3 hours, it really does take a big chunk of the day, and I want to make content, and I love making content, which is why we are back. And that is why I even got into this in the first place. It was to create content to inspire other women to see that they can do it too. So just make sure that you are looking after yourself, you're getting enough sleep, drinking your water, staying hydrated, eating good food, looking after yourself internally and externally. You do not need to be doing insanely hard things to be worthy. Well done if you do hard things. Hard things are great, they can teach you a lot, but you don't have to be doing them every day, you know, once a week or twice a week with really hard workouts is enough. I miss you guys and I'm excited to be back. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know why I'm cheersing this electrolyte like it's a glass of champagne, but we will pretend it's champagne because it is Friday. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys for being here, and I'm really excited to be back on YouTube. So please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.